There's a moment in Day Shift where a character says, "Carl, did you eat my yogurt today?" And another where Snoop Dogg uses a minigun called Bertha to mow down an approaching horde of vampires. To say that director J.J. Perry has thrown everything but the kitchen sink into this Jamie Foxx vehicle would be an understatement. Question is it any good? As Blade would say,
"Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill."
Day Shift follows Bud Jablonski, a hard-working pool cleaner who moonlights as a vampire hunter. When his ex-wife threatens to up sticks and move to Florida, Bud needs a large cash injection to keep the family local. The only solution? A return to his old job with the Vampire Hunting Union. So this film's influences are front and centre. Jablonski has a history of breaking codes. There's even a pissed-off captain, and arguably a former partner. It's a buddy, cop, cartel, bounty hunter, martial arts, action, horror, comedy. Okay, so it's not the most original movie, nor does it have what you might call high stakes. There isn't a vampiric bid to take over the world, but there is a vampiric realtor, which is, well, apt. It is a funny film, though. There are some great lines and moments from Jamie Foxx. "This motherfucker threw me up the stairs" is a personal favourite. But the star of the show here is Dave Franco as Seth, burning through rookie cliches like you wouldn't believe. His total fucking uselessness prompts several hilarious moments, not least his response to being offered blood as a vampire. "I'm a pescatarian." And best of all, a bit where he loses his head in the car after Jablonski goes over a bump. My bad. If the film's comedy chops are decent, its horror and action elements are more anemic. The vampire lore is interesting, but it's all over the place. Ideas enter the frame and leave just as quickly. But the best thing is the 5 vampire types: Southern, Eastern, Uber, Spider, and Juvenile, though you'll be hard pressed to tell who's who once the fighting starts. Naturally, the villain plays an Uber, the strongest type, but also the most boring. Carla Souza of How to Get Away with Murder fame does her best to chomp on the scenery as villain Audrey, but she hasn't got much to work with here. You wonder if they couldn't have had her play a different vampire type, like a spider, just to make the final confrontation more interesting. As it is, Audrey just hangs around in one location and waits for Bud. Boring. The action stuff is a bit better. An opening scene plays like a wrestling match between a vampire hunter and Miss Crunchball from Matilda. While Jablonski's shotgun-toting shtick gets old pretty quick, a scene involving the Nazarian brothers midway through really steals the show, and, to be honest, shows what the film's action scenes really could have been. Literally. John Wick versus vampires. We get several fun and wacky vampire kills. The inclusion of Seth in this sequence with a neck brace no less just adds that extra dimension of humour. Sadly, a car chase sometime later is a poor man's Terminator 2 ripoff, while the final battle, save for the earlier mentioned Bertha, goes out with a whimper. So what we've got then is a mixed blood bag. Some decent comedy, a few standout action sequences, some interesting if badly executed ideas, and a dull as dishwater finale. If you're a supernatural geek like me, it's worth a watch. 6.5 garlic grenades out of 10. That's another one unfolded. Be a deer and not a complete fucking vampire, and hit that subscribe button.